Here we go, yet another net worth update. Can't believe this is my 5th one in this series that I only recently started. Time to see where my net worth is standing in the month of February for 2025. As always, we start with the assets, then move to the liabilities, then we calculate my total net worth. First asset, cash, $55,705.42. It's gone up a bit due to getting a fair few paychecks, and not that many extra costs since the last update. Asset 2, stonks, $11,937.34. Up a bit from last time, mostly due to some good swing trades. But at the time of writing this script and jotting down these figures, I'm set to lose $150-ish tomorrow due to a bad swing on Snapchat's earnings. But at the time of these figures, we're almost at $12,000 in total stonks. Actually, that's wrong. I'm not sure what happened, but it turns out I actually made money from that Snapchat trade. It rallied after hours, but then it ended up tanking the next day. Not sure how my trade didn't get stopped out, but whatever. But then I ended up losing on a Peloton trade the next day anyway, which is bullcrap because the stock reported horrible earnings, like they're still losing a lot of money, but I think it's because they're not losing as much money as the market expected. So, yikes, lost a bit on that, but hey, it's part of the game. Asset 3, crypto, $2,075.50, down slightly since the last update. Crypto has been extremely volatile as of late. My only crypto is Bitcoin. I had many others back in the day, but I sold them all when I heard Binance was having issues, and I just never ended up buying back in, since I was just saving as much as possible for my house, which is discussed later. Asset 4, sports gambling / punting, $40. I put $100 back into this recently. I have $20 pending on the Superbowl and the NBA championship. Nuggets were paying $15 odds, too good to ignore, and I'm just backing the same team as I did in last year's Super Bowl. I don't know much about the NFL, but if it's similar to the NBA, there's a storyline that seems to just make the lore more interesting. And usually, the script pans out, such as LeBron returning to Cleveland and beating the team with the most regular season wins in NBA history after falling down 3-1, Michael Jordan coming out of baseball and back into the NBA for another three-peat, Spurs failing in 2013 but coming back for revenge in 2014, stuff like that. Look, I don't know, I only have $20 on this NFL bet, but it's just my hunch. We'll see how it goes. So technically I have $80 in this, but my actual balance is $40 since I have $20 pending on both Nuggets and Chiefs. I lost $10 on 2 NBA games the day prior to writing this script. Fucking classic NBA, am I right? By the time you're seeing this video, the Super Bowl may have already happened, but hey, I gotta make these updates at some point. I'm going on a holiday in mid-Feb, which is when I usually make these updates, but I don't want to be YouTube grinding on holiday. I will be doing some YouTube, obviously, but I'd prefer to have a video or two ready to upload whilst I'm away. I also have another bet pending, but I made this after I jotted down these figures, and it's for Travis Kelce not to propose to Taylor Swift. I made this exact same bet last year, but the odds were better back then. You got like a 10% return, and I put $1,000 on it, so it was an easy $100. This time I've only got like $100 of cash, and then a $50 bonus bet. And the odds are only 4%, like a 4% return. So I'd go ham on this again, but now I've got like a mortgage and the bank is in the process of like processing my next loan. So I can't really be gambling too much. So that's another bet I have, but it's not included in this little video here. Asset 5, superannuation / my retirement account, $64,766.68. It's up a bit due to employer contributions. I guess some of it is in stock performance, although that has been shaky recently. Asset 6, real estate, $386,701.05. Same calculations as last time. No more money put into my home / no extra equity increases as far as I'm aware. Asset 7, my business / brand, $520. I've slightly increased its value due to it generating more ad revenue and adding a bit more subscribers since last time. Asset 8, miscellaneous items, $4,200. I've ticked up the value slightly since I realized I have 2 pairs of basketball shoes that I own. Totally forgot about these. Maybe you could say, oh, you wouldn't get $100 for these. I doubt it. I'm fairly sure my Paul George shoes are decently valuable. I can't find my exact model online. I know some other PlayStation shoes go for a decent amount. I could have sworn my version was a PlayStation variant, despite there being no PlayStation logo on it, but I swear mine were a part of that sort of release back in 2017 to 2018, back when Paul George was actually good. Point is, I'm sure I can get at least $100 for these two pairs of shoes. They were not calculated in prior net worth videos since I totally forgot about them. I only found them after cleaning out my old car, which also was not included in prior net worth calcs since I forgot about its value too. Asset 9, my car, vehicle, the current one I actually drive, not the one that just got hauled off for $500 in exchange for scrap the other day, $7,200. I've decreased this value since last time, since cars depreciate, and the extra mileage has surely lowered its value since then. So that means my total assets are at $533,146. Pretty good, hey? But we aren't debt-free. This is not my net worth. So now it's time to talk about my liabilities. Oh my god, ick! It gives me the ick. Liability 1, credit card, $0. I have no credit card. I may look at it in the future since credit card rewards and delaying payments so my money can reduce interest on my home loan for longer will be a good play, but at the moment I'm not thinking about it. I have way too many other smaller tasks on my plate that need to be sorted out first. Liability 2, car loan, zilch, paid off my car outright for about 13 grand back in 2021. Liability 3, student debt, $42,296.55, hasn't changed since last time, and it won't change until the end of the financial year when the interest gets tacked onto this. I have no plans on repaying this loan since the money is better utilized elsewhere, such as my home. Liability 4, tax debt, $7,566.67. This is the money I owe the tax office. I'll pay them back in about a month's time. Liability 5, mortgage, $194,481.19. Same balance as last time. Usually I make these updates around the middle of the month, and my mortgage repayments are due around the 10th or 11th day of the month. So if I made this at my usual time, this balance would be lower, but as mentioned before, I'm on a holiday mid-month, so I gotta make this update sooner. So in total, my liabilities are $244,344.41, meaning my net worth is $288,801.59. Pretty good. We're increasing that money stat alongside all the other objectives in the game of life. That's where we're sitting at as at February 2025. Let's see if my net worth will be above $300,000 by next update. It will depend on some home loan stuff, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. That is all.